So quite a while ago, I watched a movie called Campton Manor, and completely forgot that I didn't review it. Like I completely forgot about it, didn't review it, and I watched the whole freaking movie because I wanted to review it, but I was just watching so much stuff, like I always am at the time, and you sit down to record like 4 or 5 reviews in a row, and then you just forget about one, and then you get up and you watch 5 other movies, and it made me think like, how many movies have I watched this year that I actually finished and didn't review? I hope it's just this one, but never know with this channel. I watched so many damn things. I'm at like 189, I want to say, new 2024 horror releases at the moment. So it can definitely be something that gets overlooked. So Campton Manor, let's try to review a movie that I watched a while ago. I mean, we're talking a couple months ago now. But I saw it and I was like, you know what, I want to talk about it. I think I remember it okay. This movie stars Sean Roberts, who I know from, he was in Resident Evil as Wesker, but most recently he was in the movie Here for Blood, which Kaylee and I reviewed together and we liked okay. So when I saw it was him, I was like, okay. This movie also has Julian Richings, as well as Jason London, one of the London brothers. I never know which one's which. Let me click on it and see. Is this the one? This is the one in Dazed and Confused. Pinkerton, right? Isn't that what his name is in the movie? Or no, just Pink. But no, somebody calls him Pinkerton as well. Anyways, moving on from that. Because yeah, it's Jeremy or Jason. I always forget which one's which. Especially when I'm like watching them. I'm like, I don't know fucking which one you are. So this is about some like, it's this author who like finds this private investigator who wants to solve this like age-old crime that happened at this manor. So like he gets him to agree to come out with him to this place so that they can look into it together. And when he gets there, of course, there's like hauntings on the ground and whatnot, and it kind of plays like The Sixth Sense in a way, because they can see the dead and talk to them, which, I'm sure you can probably figure out where the ending is going if you have two brain cells to rub together. But overall, this movie has a bad rating on IMDb, and I'm not going to refute that too much. I don't think it's as bad as people are saying it is. I thought it was okay-ish. Not a recommendation, for sure. So, like, it's weird for me to defend a movie that I didn't really like that much. But I remember kind of just being okay with it. Like, it was... I thought it was interesting-ish. It felt like a movie that didn't really have a budget, but wanted to do a classic kind of like noir detective type of thing. And I thought everyone was like trying their best. And it felt like a film that, I don't know, it felt like a film that was trying to do something. Right? Like some films just feel lazy. They feel like there's nothing behind them, that they just throw them together to get them out, to try to like say, I made a movie, or like to try to get your money or whatever. And I just don't feel like that's what this was. I felt like this felt like people who actually wanted to make this, who were actually like serious about it and, did their best. And I feel like you can always feel that when you watch a movie. You can feel movies that are like stiff and heartless, soulless, right? As to where other movies you can watch. And some of those actually can end up being like somehow better than movies that did try but failed, right? There's plenty of those types of movies that you watch and you're like, okay, that was all right. I don't know if there's ever been a great soulless movie, but there's definitely been okay ones, like certain comic book movies, especially from like the early 2000s, where you watch it and you're like, I don't know. I don't feel like anyone on this project cared about this at all, but it's still somewhat entertaining, especially if it has like nostalgia to it. But then there's things like this, and it's like you can feel the heart, you can feel the difference, you can feel it like in the project that somebody cares, even if it doesn't work out, even if things aren't perfectly executed if they're not getting all the different kinds of performances they wanted, or all the different, beats that they're trying to hit or whatever. So that's it. I thought it was okay. I think that if it kind of reminds me of something like they're trying to go for like the those H.P. Lovecraft movies they made on HBO back in the day. Like what were those called? Like Whisper of, oh man, they made 2 of them, and I thought it was like Whisper of Death, but I don't think that's what it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about? The HBO Fred Ward, I think, is in one of them, and like I can't remember. You guys know what I'm talking about. I have only seen them once. I think they might still be on HBO, but I feel like that's kind of what they were going for. Anyway, that's it. That's off my memory of it from a month ago. Let me know how close I am, how off I am, whatever. I know most people aren't even going to watch this review, so it doesn't really fucking matter. This video will only get like 200 views because no one's ever heard of this thing and nobody gives a shit about this movie. So I can say whatever the fuck I want. I could sit here and just fart into the mic for an hour and fucking it wouldn't make any difference. All right, bye.